Welcome back to NYSE TV Live, everyone. I'm Kristen Scholler in studio, and joining me now is Will Goodwin. He's Director of Operations and the NYSE Institute. Will, great to have you and get some time with you after what's been a very busy week.
Absolutely. It's great to be with you, Kristen, and really an exciting week for our whole team at the New York Stock Exchange, who came together to host a really impressive list of world leaders here.
Yeah, so I want to talk more about that. You mentioned a busy week here amid the UN General Assembly. What were your takeaways from this week and how it played out at the Stock Exchange?
Sure. Well, Kristen, in addition to many smaller delegations, we hosted 3 G20 leaders: President Milei of Argentina, President Ramaphosa of South Africa, and President von der Leyen of the European Commission, which of course runs the European Union. And across all of those visits, both in the public portions but also behind closed doors, what we really heard was a strong and enduring belief in the important role that public markets play in driving both global economic growth, but also ensuring global security, which, as we looked up to Midtown, where the UN is, we saw a lot of talk this week about geopolitical developments around the world. And, in sort of a contrast to some of the uncertainty there was 100% certainty around the excitement about the jobs, the investment, and the opportunity that's possible when the public and private sectors come together.
And if you can, Will, drill down a bit more in how the Stock Exchange, for our viewers watching at home,
Sure,
does help these countries reach their goals, get the investment that they need.
Sure. Well, as you know, Kristen, and as many of your viewers know as well, the New York Stock Exchange is home to the world's greatest community of public companies, over 2,400 companies, but they operate in 47 different countries around the world, and they directly employ 43 million people and multiples more indirectly. So the jobs, the investment, the increase in an operating footprint that a company listed on the NYSE can bring can make an incredible difference in these countries and these regions. And so when these world leaders want to speak directly to the leaders of those companies who are making those decisions that can have such a great impact, they come here to do so.
What is the platform that the Stock Exchange has been able to give these leaders specifically this week in their visits to Manhattan?
Sure. Well, as you know, for over 232 years, we've really held a unique and unmatched role here at the New York Stock Exchange, at the crossroads of global business and public policy. And so those world leaders come here to engage directly with the business community and look for ways where we can collaborate between the public sector and the private sector to help drive that inclusive economic growth in every corner of the world.
What do you think will come out of this week here in New York?
Sure. Well, in many ways, Kristen, this is a continuation of the work we've been doing for 232 years, as I just mentioned. And so we will continue to welcome world leaders and their teams here to 11 Wall Street and help facilitate more of those conversations going forward. But looking at the week overall, I also hope that it's a reminder to your viewers and to our team here on the important role that international relations, that geopolitical developments can play and how they can affect our markets and our everyday lives, and why it's so important to stay engaged with what's happening here, but also around the world.